I probably wouldn't recommend you guys to grade a book like this, let's say. I am going to grade it because one, it's a great cover. It's a classic Campbell cover, a cover that's been reproduced many a times and will keep getting reproduced. It's also a newsstand, but it does have a ton of wear. All right, I would say in its current condition, well, let's look at it first. But check this out. Nice, right? Now she looks like Mary Jane. That's the knock on Campbell, is sometimes like he makes the girls look like the same. But yo, you can't deny the fact that they look dope. All right. Um, let's look at this. He does the interior work on this too. Got a little bit of wear right there. It's got like a spine fold right there that I think Kendra can get out. One thing about Kendra is, I don't know, sometimes I think that he does do multiple presses at times, because I've shown books here that he had to have done multiple presses to get them to look like that. Independent pressers, though, in general, will probably just do one press, unless they're pressing their own books. You are not going to get better results than pressing them yourselves. But I just don't have the time. Everything else about the book, except for the back, and I'll show you in the back what it's got. But look at that. That side right there in the middle looks really nice. I might show you a couple of interior pages just to show you guys what Campbell does. See, look at this. That's Campbell. See, he loves backsides, this guy. But you know, that's what teenagers like to see, I guess. You know, the young dudes. And let me see. See, look at that. You know, the guy is a great freaking artist, man. Come on. But look at the back, though. See that? That's why I'm thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't slab it, maybe not. But I didn't pay much for it. I paid I think $15 for the book. It's got that little tear right there too. Current condition, I would say, if I would send it out just like this, it would probably come back to me at a 7.5. I'd say probably a 7.5 because of that tear, right, and the rest of that wear. But a lot of that wear can come out. So can Kendra get this to an 8.5? I'm gonna say. I don't think he can get it to the 9s because of the tear. But I think 8.5 might not be asking too much, you know. More than likely it'll come back at an 8.0, but we'll see. I'll leave it up to him. If I get a higher grade, I'm definitely selling this one, but very hard to find that in a higher grade, especially a newsstand. Go on eBay and check out Gen 13 number 12. See how many newsstands you see versus the directs. I'd probably say you can't find a newsstand. All right, not right now. I don't think they're very hard to find. Maybe 1 in 100, maybe. All right, let's see what Kendra can do. Man, that does look sweet in a slab. The place that I got it from, I could only look at the front. That wouldn't let me take the comic book out of the bag and board, so I couldn't see it. You know, the tear in the back. I think the tear is what really got me. Now that spine fold, he got most of it out. It's just a little bit of it right here that you could still see if you turn it up against the light. So that happens when you put books right on top. This might have been one of the bottom books, and then there were books on top of it like that. But he got most of it out. That's not the reason why I got the grade that I got, which is, by the way, the grade that I kind of expected to get. It's still not a bad looking book, man. I mean, it's a beautiful book. If I would have took a look at the back, I probably wouldn't have bought it, even at $15. Because I think I might be able to get, if I'm lucky, maybe $65 for this. Maybe. I don't know if I can ask for. Can I ask for 75 for this? I'm not sure. I mean, it is a newsstand. It's a great cover. It's one of his best covers, I would say. Danger Girl is a hell of a cover too. He's got so many good covers though. But this one also is one of his covers that's been mimicked many a times. Still happy with it. Listen, Kendra did a nice job. The back, listen, man, that, see, the color ticks you can't do anything about, but he got a lot of it. He made it look so much more presentable. There was something over here too. That's gone too. He got that too. It's like a little crease that was coming around the bottom here. Nah, the guy does great work, man. But yeah, 8.0. It's about what I thought. Just knowing how he presses. I didn't think the press would do too much help for this, only because of his existing issues. But I'm going to try again. This will be at my comic shop. Look, I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff I've been buying. Been buying stuff like this because the market is so cheap, and you know it's not going to stay like that forever, man. So why not go after the great villains? And this is one of the great villains. This is the origin of Superman Prime. This is Superboy Prime. And I've gotten 2 of these in the past, 3 months? That book and this book I got for about $100. This one I just like the cover. I've always loved this cover. This is Joe Jusko. It's one of my favorite covers that he does. It's Bondage, and it's Lost in Space. This is Lost in Space Annual #1. In my comic shop, they had this as a VF only because of this right around here. Let me see if I can show it. Right there. See that right there? Right there. And I think Kendra can get that out. It's not worth too much in a 9.8. But to get this and that for $100, dude. Yeah. I'll go with it, and I'll give this a shot. Hopefully this will come back at least at a 9.6, maybe. Might be asking too much. Correction, not $100. So DC Comics presents in a 9.8. Cost me $76 in that auction, and then I kind of overpaid a little bit for the Lost in Space Annual. They say it's 8.0. The picture, I couldn't see much on it. So, yeah, I kind of overpaid a little bit on the $34. So it was like $110. Now, look at the other 2 buys, though. Zom 100. That's the first appearance of Demon Slayer. Now, they're also saying that's VF, but they were bagged. I don't see anything wrong with those, man. And those, I think I'm going to send them in as like pre-screen 9.8. Hopefully I can get one of them in a 9.8. Those are only $250 plus the shipping. You don't see the shipping, but to get this right here for less than $100, man. One of the great villains in DC. I will keep looking for this book. This is now my 3rd 9.8 in this, and then the second one that I've gotten for less than $100. Now this one right here, it does have, besides that on the, which I think Kendra can get out, all right, but it does have a little bit of color lift right here, just a tiny bit, Doesn't look bad, but I've seen 9.8s with that stuff. So maybe 9.6 might be a little bit too much to ask for, but if I can get a 9.4, if I get a 9.8, I might keep it because it's such a freaking beautiful cover, man. One of the great Joe Jusko covers, man. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. All right, my boys. Later.